courage, for that he nothing regarded. So for that he nothing regarded the pains. So right, man, that brother. All right, the third brother, he put his tongue already, man. He already had his tongue out because he seen the first two brothers get their tongue cut off. All right, but the third one said he said, "F it, man." He stuck his tongue out for the king to cut off. All right, for them to cut off already. So he was prepared. All right, but they would marvel at his courage. All right, and it says, verse 13. Now when this man was dead, also they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So just like they did to the first three, they also did to the fourth brother. All right, verse 14. So when he was ready to die, he said, "Thus is it good?" So like he said, "It is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High, Yahawah, to be raised up again by Him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life." Right, man. So he said, "Hey, man." So it's good, man. He wasn't afraid, man. He said it was good. All right, it's good. It's good being a martyr for Yahawashi, man. It's good to die to what you believe in. All right, to be bold. All right, in the name in of Yahawashi. It's good to be a martyr of the Lord, man. It's good to have to obtain to die and to obtain that crown of life, the everlasting life. All right. So he wasn't marveled of what these men could do. He was more scared of what Yahawashi can do, kill the body and the soul. All right. And it says, verse 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. Then looked he unto the king and said, "Thou hast power over men. Thou art covered, so like thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High, but abide a while, and behold his great power, how he would torment thee and thy seed." After him, also they brought the six, who being ready to die said, "Be not deceived into without cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power. Therefore marvelous things that are done unto us, but think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High. But thou shalt escape unpunished." All right. And it says, verse 20, "But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare with the good courage because of the hope that she hath in the Lord Yahawashi." Verse 21, "Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with the manly stomach, she said unto them, I cannot tell you how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you birth nor life, neither was it that I formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man, and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves of his law's sake." Right, man. So the mother knew they were it says, "will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again." All right, so they knew about reincarnation, man. So they wasn't scared because they knew that they were gonna come back anyway. The mother knew that their sons were gonna come back. All right, that they were gonna come up and come back down. All right. Now to jump to I'll jump to the 31. Second Maccabees 7:31, and it says, "And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High." All right, "For we suffer because of our sins, and though the living Lord Yahawah be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against those servants of the Most High." All right, man. So that was regarding the king. All right, because the king he thought that he was doing he thought he was gonna get away with it. Basically, he thought he was gonna get away with killing these brothers, man. He thought he was gonna get away with killing the Maccabees brothers. All right, but they knew that they were gonna come back. All right, and do damage, man. All right, and that spirit you gotta have, man. You have to know that you're gonna come back and get raised up again. Lord willing, I don't remember the desire, man, to get raised up again, to be a part of that number, to do some damage, man, to cause hell and wreak havoc with the Yahawashi, man. All right. And it says, and I'll read it again. And it says, verse 34, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. Right, man. So he thought he's gonna go scot-free and not be punished. All right, because the Lord Yahawashi, he's not gonna forget what you done, what he done to the Maccabee brothers, man. And that's spiritual too, because the Most High, he's gonna recompense tribulation what Esau has done to us. All right, because Esau thinks that us being in slavery was the Lord being a gift unto him, but really not. All right, he's setting up Esau to go back in slavery of what he done to us, because Esau, because he thinks killing off the servants of Yahawashi, he thinks that he's gonna get away with it, but he's not. All right, it says, verse 35, for thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, Yahawah, who seeth all things. So the Most High sees all these things, man. All right, he's not gonna forget about your iniquities. All right. Verse 36, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. Right, man? So for the pride of what they did to the Maccabee brothers, all right, they're not going to escape of what that king is not going to escape of what they did, of what he did to the Maccabee brothers, all right. The king and his men, they're not going to escape the judgment of what they did to the Maccabee brothers, all right? And that's today, man. All right, slavery, being put in slavery, the children of Israel in derision. All right, the Lord is not going to forget of what Esau has done to Israel, to Jacob, all right? And like it says, pride goes before destruction, all right? Matter of fact, I'll get it real quick. Again. Last verse, 2 Maccabees 7:36. It said, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for that pride. That's right, man. So for your pride of thinking that you can have us in slavery forever, to think that you're gonna have us under your subjection forever, that pride, you've been thought wrong. You've been thinking wrong, because Yahawashi is gonna come back, man, and have you be scared, man. He's gonna come back and really, man, fuck Esau up, man, for what you've done to us. All right, because he thinks that he's gonna get away with it, but he's not. All right, but hey, man, you can't have the spirit of fear, man. Like the Maccabee brothers, man, like the 7 soldiers, man, for Yahawashi, those 7 servants, man. The true men of the Lord right there, man. How much more for them getting killed for not transgressing the laws, right? And so how much more for us to not be in the same position for being out there in the highways and byways, to bring down His kingdom, all right? But with that being said, man, Lord willing, I don't know what desire this video was edifying to you brothers out there, as well as it was to me. All right, with that being said, I'm going to say, call Lord Yahawashi. All right, double honor to my elders and apostles of the great millstone that do rule well, starting with the Apostle Tahar.